Okay, welcome back. So we now are looking at your turn problems. We're going to do some your turn problems, these two on this screen, and then we're also going to do a couple of pages of practice, and I'm going to keep all of that in this video. The video itself should be short, but you guys are going to pause as we go through it, so the amount of time that it takes will be determined by how much time you need to solve the problems on those pages. So at this point, after you've watched example 3A's video and example 3B's video, you should be able to pause this video now and work out these two problems. So go ahead and press pause now, and we will check them both when you get back. Okay, hopefully you had the opportunity to get both of those worked out. We're going to go ahead and jump to the next slide so that you can check and see if you got the correct answers. Okay, so now just so I can do a quick run through some of these, obviously we're working with a 37-degree angle in part A, and we're dealing with a hypotenuse. This is the one that's across from the right angle. And we're also dealing with the adjacent side. That's the side that adjoins the angle, okay? So cosine of 37 degrees, because adjacent and hypotenuse is cosine, is equal to 14 over my hypotenuse of x, all right? Then the way I showed you in the last video is that you can set this thing up to be over 1, right? That would give you x times the cosine of 37 degrees is equal to 14. All right, and then you would divide both sides by your cosine of 37, which puts you to this next step that I showed on the screen. That's going to give you 17.53 degrees. Remember, if you feel like you did all your steps properly, but you are getting an incorrect answer, an incorrect result, you probably are in radians in your calculator, and you want to go into your settings or mode or whatever the case may be and change that to degrees. Okay? All right, let's take a look at B real quick. 23 degrees is the angle that we need to work with, so let's identify that, make sure we know where it's at. The X serves as my opposite side, and the 8.5 serves as my adjacent side. My hypotenuse in this case is left blank. So tangent of 23 is equal to opposite, which is x, over adjacent, which is 8.5. And then I just simply multiplied by 8.5 on both sides. Got 8.5 times the tangent of 23 degrees, and I got x equals 3.61. Also keep in mind, as you're doing these, if you know that you are in degrees, and your answer is off by just a little bit, you know, 100th here or there or something like that, then that means you are probably rounding. You, like on part B, you may have punched in tangent of 23 and rounded that first, then multiplied it by 8.5, and that will in fact throw off your answers just a little bit. So my recommendation is that you punch it in the calculator just like you see here. You would punch in 8.5 times tangent 23 degrees and then hit enter, and that will give you the most precise value that's available. All right, here we go. So some practice problems for you. I would like for you to press pause, and we will check your answers when you push play again. Okay, all right, so here are the answers that I got for that. So I want you to check your answers. I did not necessarily show you the work on these, okay? My original intention was that we were going to do these in class, but we just ran out of time. So if you're having any problems on any of these, feel free to shoot me an email or ask me the next time that we have class together, and I'll be more than happy to go over some of those. All right, now I'm going to show you guys the next slide of practice problems. There we go. So go ahead and press pause, and you can work this out now. All right, hopefully you had a chance to get those worked out. And there are the answers for those 4 problems. Again, my intention was to do these during class and we ran out of time, so I didn't show the work on this, but you are very welcome to ask me questions in class or send me an email if you get stuck, okay? All right. Okay, so now independent practice. There is in Tuesday's folder, January 12th, in Schoology, beginning with problem number 1, I would like for you guys to work on every other odd. So you are going to start with number 1, and then you're going to skip number 3 and do number 5, and then you're going to skip 7 and do 9, and skip 11 and do 13, and so on and so forth. There are a lot of problems on this worksheet. So that's why we're doing every other odd. Also, the key is the answers are on the very last page of the document, so you guys have the answers there, so you can check your work immediately. Okay, so I really want you guys to do that. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.